Okay, ladies and gentlemen, you've got Darren Little here from Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada, and we are back in black, baby, and we're ready to open the vault for you tonight. Guys, what we wanted to do is a little bit of an exclusive and private VIP broadcast tonight. We want to give you a little bit of an update. We want to share with you some of the due diligence that we've done, some of the calls that we've had, some of the results that we've had just in the last 3 days, so that you can make an informed decision as to whether or not this is the right business opportunity for you. Now, I can tell you this, both myself and my business partner, Ari Maccabee, over in Manila, that you're going to meet tonight, we are very what I would call, heart-centered leaders. We want to do what's best for our team. We want to go the extra mile for you so that you can get an incredible amount of value from what you're going to learn from us as seven-figure income earners. It's very, very important to us. So when somebody purchases whatever it is that they do, okay, it could be a digital product, it might be a software from us, it could be a training, whatever it is. It could be an affiliate product, a network marketing company, an MLM. It doesn't matter. The model that we've always used to build our teams is whatever the entry price is for what you pay, the value that we provide has to completely dwarf the value of the entry price. So that when you leave, you're going to get so much value that you can apply into your regular life. It doesn't matter even if you're in corporate America. We have students that work with us that have gotten as high as a $212,000 raise at their corporate job, from $100,000 to $212,000 at the very same job, because of what they've learned in our millionaire mentoring. We also have people that are full-time engineers that have gotten 2 pay raises, a job promotion, a $30,000 consulting contract, all because of what they've learned from the skills, the life skills, the leadership skills, the personal development training that they've gotten from us, that they've been able to apply into their regular life. Now, I got a story today that came in. Somebody sent to me and they said, Darren, I just want to thank you so much for all the training that you've provided, and our regular business, we're in a growth spurt right now because we've taken the strategies that you've taught us. They've got a martial arts business, and they're in a growth spurt right now because they've used our closing and upselling strategies in their regular land-based business to be able to scale up their business right now. And they also had another business that was completely bleeding them. And based upon the revenue and the expenses, I had recommended to them that they should probably abort that business, call it a day, instead of it being a money drain. And they actually did. And they said it was the best thing that they ever did. They also said that because of the things that they've learned about surrendering their pride and surrendering their ego, that their marriage has gone to a completely different level. So the thing that I want you to really understand about what we do, we are real millionaire mentors. We have made millions and millions of dollars over the course of our own careers in online business, in offline business, in affiliate marketing, network marketing. And when you combine all of that together, there's one core foundation that keeps it all in line. And you know what that is, guys? People. People is the glue that keeps business together. And you really have to understand this if you really want to become a seven-figure income earner, that your commodity in business is people, okay? And you have to be able to master certain skills if you're going to master your bank account. So what I'm going to do tonight is I want to share with you that we typically, what we look for is we look for what are called trends, and we look for what are called shifts in the marketplace. So we keep our eye on what's going on in the marketplace so that we can get first movers advantage. And that's really when the big money gets made in any type of company, in any type of program. So, Bitcoin right now is a very hot ticket item. There's a lot of people talking about Bitcoin. I had a situation just with myself where, because I was taking in a couple of transactions from India, they didn't have a credit card, and the only way they could pay was in Bitcoin. So I took in 2 transactions totaling about $2,600, and then I just sort of forgot about it. I know, oh, I got my Bitcoin over there. And then one day, about 6 months later, I logged into my Bitcoin wallet, and lo and behold, that $2,600 had increased in value by $5,000, guys. And I knew at that time, holy cow, we better be taking a serious look at Bitcoin. Now, similar to the days of the .com era, I actually came from that era myself. I launched bingo.com, blackjack.com, Able Auctions, various different online opportunities, and we took the companies public, and we made a huge amount of money during that time. And, there was sort of what we called the .com bubble burst, okay, where a lot of those companies went straight up like this, and then they popped, right? We're in a very, very interesting time right now with Bitcoin, because it's now moving into a situation where it's starting to become a little bit like, what is Bitcoin? A lot of people are out there looking for it. They're looking for information. They're looking on ways that they can 10x their income with Bitcoin. So we always keep sort of our feelers out there as to what's hot, what's not, what's a legitimate deal, what is what we consider to be a Ponzi deal. And we were looking for something where there was real trading, cryptocurrency trading that was going on with the program, right, that we could get involved with, because we want to do something that's long term. So typically what we do is we meet with the top income earners. We try to get in touch with the owners, which in this case we actually did. We had to sign a non-disclosure agreement, right? That's called an NDA, non-disclosure agreement. And they showed us some very, very exciting things. We met with the programmer. We met with the computer science guy behind the deal, who was a mathematician. And we also actually logged in and saw their Bitcoin wallet, and we saw how much money was actually in that. And my business partner, Ari, may actually show that to you guys tonight. But here's the thing, guys. Having launched a lot of startup companies and raised tens of millions of dollars in venture capital, myself personally, for public companies, private companies, my own concepts and ideas, there's something that you really got to understand about liftoff, okay? There's a period of time where you have to actually put together all of your infrastructure. That includes things like setting up your offices, doing all of your contracts, getting your teams together, getting your traders, in this case, with what we're going to be talking about tonight. And that takes a certain period of time. So what we wanted to do is we wanted to find out, is the backbone there? Is the software system there? Is the trading system there? So we actually did a call with some of the top income earners of the company who confirmed that to be true. But we went even one step further than that. We wanted to meet with the owners to find out if that was actually legitimate. Now, they gave us a window, right, that this month, they said that they were going through all of their software testing, and they would actually provide us with their logs, their trading logs, so that we could get the proof that we really needed to scale up this business and go to a completely different level. So there was a window there. There was a window there that we sort of took advantage of. And what I call it almost is positioning. So we positioned ourselves into the company, and we started to position our team into the company in, obviously within that window that we're going to get the type of proof, the type of results that we're looking for from the testing that they've done within their software. And, guys, I'm going to share this with you that as an entrepreneur, a lot of times what you have to do is you've got to take a little bit of a risk, right? In the event that we have our whole team positioned and holy cow, this is really, proof is there, bam, this thing's going to go into such a vertical liftoff, and there will be people that will make more money than they've ever made their entire lives, okay? But you also have to look at, well, what if it doesn't happen? Then what, right? We come from integrity, okay? I'll share this with you about both Ari and myself. That's one of the reasons that we work together, is that we want all the ducks in a row. We want to know that what we're promoting, we can put our brand behind, we can put our names behind with total 100% confidence. So we're within that window period of time, guys. We're in our positioning time. And quite honestly, as an entrepreneur, the biggest wins come from the biggest risks, right? But here's what we want to share with you tonight, is that the millionaire mentoring and training that we do completely dwarfs the value of whatever it is that you're going to spend. We want you to feel confident knowing that whatever it is that you do and whatever the results are here in this window will get a ridiculous amount of value in millionaire mentoring for myself and Ari personally. Last Sunday, we did a broadcast that was scheduled for 3 hours. Okay, it was a $3,000 millionaire mentoring bonus. And we actually went for 5 hours straight of training. And those are life skills. Those are things that people can never take away from you. So once you learn these skills, you can apply them to any business, online, offline, affiliate marketing, network marketing, MLM. They even actually will dramatically affect your relationships, your marriage, your communication with your children, and even help you to get job promotions and move up in rank within a corporate job in corporate America. So what I want for you to know tonight is that we really want to speak from our heart tonight. We want to share with you that our goal is to provide you with so much value, whether or not you're participating big or small. The amount of value that you will get from us will dwarf that entry price, okay? So whatever happens within this window, quite honestly, for us, it really doesn't matter, because we will provide so much value to our team so that when you leave, right, whether you're working with us or not, that your life as you know it will change forever. And that, my friends, you can take to the bank. Now, what I want to do tonight, guys, is I want to introduce you to probably one of the most inspirational entrepreneurs that I personally know. I've been an entrepreneur since I was in my early 20s. I'm now 52 years old, and I've done a lot of launches of products. I've probably launched 30 different products into the marketplace. Some of them have been name brands in the marketplace, household names in the marketplace. And raising venture capital and whatnot, you come across a lot of people, okay? A lot of people that say they're going to do certain things and then maybe don't deliver. Well, the guy that you're about to meet tonight is what I call a massive action taker, okay? Massive. Now, I work hard, guys. I work hard. A lot of times I put in 18-hour days. When I launched Black Ops Underground in my first month, out of the 30 days, I had 13 all-nighters. That's a real true story, guys. I made $165,000 that month, but I did have 13 all-nighters. True story, okay? But when I met Ari's like, he pushes me to a whole different level, guys. This is really, really true. And, a lot of times Ari will work for 36 hours straight with no sleep, or he'll take a 2-hour nap and then he'll come back to be able to train his team. And tonight you're in for a big treat, because not only are you going to find out how in a 3-day period of time, he made over $104,000, but after this broadcast is over, we're going to take a short little break, and then we're going to give you an opportunity to actually get some value-based training tonight so that you can really get an idea of what you're in for and how your life will dramatically change as you know it today. So Ari, welcome to the call.
Hey, Darren, I appreciate it, man. Guys, we've been at this a long time. Darren, let me just double check and make sure that we're actually, the screen is switching, because sometimes it doesn't do it unless you click on it, and I can't tell on this side real quick. So while I'm talking, I want to see if it actually loads and loads right. Let's see actually where we're at.
Feel up their business.
Oh, hold on one second. Can't really.
And then we're going to give you
I can't really tell, guys, but if you guys can't see me on the screen, let me know. But here's the reality, guys. I've been in this business a long time. I got in the network marketing space when I was 19. I've always been successful in this space, and I always, end up coming back, to something similar. And, 14 years ago, I kind of migrated, over to the internet marketing space. And honestly, it's been one hell of a journey, guys. You guys have watched me online. You know who I am already. If you don't, having six-figure months has kind of became a normal thing. It's kind of crazy how it happens. But this month is going to be something special, because I've actually done as high as 242,000 in a month, and I actually believe this month might be a 350 or a $400,000 month. It's going to be a crazy one. And I'm not just telling you that. I want you guys to actually see some of the stuff that's actually happened, so you guys understand. And before I even show you this, let me show you one thing real quick so you guys actually know where I'm coming from. Right now, Bitcoin today, at this very, very moment, is setting at $28.50 and 70 cents. Okay, $28.50 and 70 cents. So I haven't done these calculations yet, but I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to show you a little bit about me so you guys know. Okay, first and foremost, obviously, this is another program that we're in. I'm the #1 guy in the world in this company. Okay, also Crib Trade Capital. I started this late. In my first about 70 days, I've actually made $70,000 in this company, which is a feat, because this company right here is not like a typical company that grows really, really, really fast. In fact, this week I've made over $35,000 on it. It's actually picking up steam. Yesterday, I actually spent $10,000 in my account, which you actually can see right here. I actually dropped this in yesterday out of my profit. I had over $35,000 here, and I went ahead and did another VIP yesterday. We'll talk about this more as we get into this, so you guys understand what I do and why this works for me and how it can work for you guys. And in this program right here, I've actually already been paid over $36,000 tonight. This is actually carryover from yesterday, another 6.5 Bitcoins. Okay, which again, let me tell you how much that is at that 28. It's actually 28.51 now, 28.51.30. So let me tell you exactly how much money that is. 6.5365. That's $18,637 from yesterday's income. And today, I have a funny feeling that I'm going to actually max this at 16 Bitcoin. So if 16 comes into play, guys, 28.51.30, that means today will be $45,620 to me, putting my 4-day total over $150,000. That's remarkable. I mean, honestly, I'm on a pace that I've never been on before because of this program, guys. Darren covered some of this stuff that I want to cover with you. So let me actually come on over. I'm actually going to show you some information real fast. I want to see if this thing is still going right, because when I screen share, it's going to be important that you guys can actually see me. Okay, good. So you guys can actually see my screen. All right, so let me come over and actually open this up. And let's talk about the company we're talking about today. This is what we call a new launch alert. And if you guys show up for training, you're in the program, you show up for training, I'm actually going to teach you exactly what I do to scale so fast and to grow so fast. You guys are going to learn that today firsthand. But we are Black Ops, so Darren and I set this up actually literally last fall. We actually decided to buddy up. We've known each other over 10 years. Now close to 11 years, and this is the first time we actually were able to buddy up and do something together, and the results have been phenomenal, guys. We have almost 60 years of combined experience in network and internet marketing. We actually have a track record of helping and teaching and training our team to be successful online. That's really the most important part about this to me, guys. I want you to know that, if you join somebody that's, if you've ever joined anything and your sponsor basically left you in la-la land and never helped you, that will not happen here. Because even if someone on our team drops you, Darren and I pick you up. And that's a real big thing to me. I mean, it's a stickler, guys. You know, like we don't want people on our team that don't help people. Our team, basically, our training has actually been responsible for our team earning over $1.3 million in commissions in just the first 6 months of us working together. We are dedicated to seeing each and every one of you succeed, and you know, online. And tonight, obviously, is no different. We want to welcome you guys today to this presentation to find out more about this new and exciting company that we partnered with called JetCoin. Now, when I first saw this, I want you guys to know up front, I actually slammed this on social media. I talked bad about it. I didn't like the fact that it was similar to a scam called JetCoin, another one called eCoin Plus, but I had a friend reach out to me, and he introduced us to the master distributors that allowed us to speak with the top earners. But just to be upfront with you, Darren and I really still weren't satisfied. So we started to do our own due diligence, and we found out who the actual owner was, the real owner, not the front man that's out there saying, I am the owner, the real guy. And he agreed to speak with us if we signed an NDA or a non-disclosure agreement. So we did. After speaking with the owner, we were allowed to speak with his corporate attorney and the programmer behind their software and their their system and their auto trading software. We asked for proof of trading, but here's what they told us. They told us that their automatic software they had developed left little proof. It didn't really leave a footprint or trade logs to support their claim other than the Bitcoin that it was actually generating and it had been paid to their wallet. So I asked to see their wallet, and this is what happened. They showed me a wallet that was about 48 days old. And in 48 days, they had actually been paid over 4,019 Bitcoin, over $11 million in value at that day when they showed us. Guys, I'm going to tell you how crazy this was. When I saw this, I absolutely did not believe it. You know, even though we saw them live, log in live, guys, I did not believe it, okay? I made them actually refresh and reload the page. The wallet was real. We knew it for a fact it was real, okay? We've also been told that they actually have a team of contract traders in Singapore that do manual trades. The owner actually promises proof of trading when that team actually goes over to the office in 2 to 3 weeks. And he said, give me a week when I get back and we'll actually create a video for you. So we agreed to promote this with that understanding. And they're not obviously going to disclose the name of the company that they have a contract with, because we respect that. I mean, let's face it, if they disclose the name, every Tom, Dick, and Harry would be out there trying to go and do business with this firm, causing a problem for them and their business relationship. So I respect they're not going to disclose who that is, but I do want to see proof and trade logs and everything else, and they promised me that they would get that for me. Okay, here's what's happened so far. Okay, in my first 2 hours, I made over $5,000 in Bitcoin, 1.84 Bitcoins. It was paid directly into my Bitcoin wallet. In my first 24 hours, I made actually over $20,000. We talked about that last week. This is actually was my total last week. Okay, whoops. Let me go back up here real quick. This was my total. Okay, I had 6.944 Bitcoin for a total of at 29.20 was the price then, 20,279.54. Well, what's happened since then is the next day, I made over $16,000 the very next day. And today, I believe I'm actually going to clear that 40-some thousand mark. So it's going to be huge, guys. And we're just an hour away. So, who knows? You might get to see it live today while we're on here, because it's crazy fast how it all happens. Now, I know you may not believe this so far, guys, because it sounds too good to be true. So, it was even hard for myself to believe it. I want you to know that I was born in Missouri. I am a Show Me State kid. And I do know that seeing is believing. That's why we call it the Show Me State. So I'm going to prove it to you live, and then I'm going to come back and I'm going to show you the exact strategy that I use myself to personally grow my wealth with Bitcoins. You guys can see we're going to talk about the bucket system strategy. So let me come back on over here real quick, and I want to take you on a breakdown so you actually can see in the dashboard all of my transactions. I think that's really important so you guys understand what happens. Okay, so let me come back over to page 2, because this is when it actually begins. Okay, so you can see I literally wasn't kidding. I joined this on 6/5/2017. I put in half a Bitcoin. Okay, and then within a few minutes, I realized I think I need to upgrade this. So I went ahead and I upgraded it, paid one more Bitcoin. And the reason I was doing that is because it was really simple. Lots of people were wanting in, okay? Lots of people were signing up. And that's what made me upgrade from half to 1, and then turn around 2 hours later and upgrade from 1 to 2, okay? So at the end of that first day, I got a bonus basically in Bitcoin of 0.08 Bitcoin. And then I made the binary bonus, okay, which actually at 20%, I made that at 20%, 1.76 Bitcoin. That's where they show you that first payout I told you of 1.84 right there. Okay, it was sent directly to my wallet in real time, guys. Okay, now when I say real time, here's what I mean by that. When this timer goes down from 1 hour and 30 minutes to 53 seconds, within a matter of 2 to 3 minutes, that Bitcoin is in my wallet. It is fast, really fast. It's moving. I've never seen anything so quick, okay? Based on what happened the very first day, I went ahead and upgraded to the 4 plan. Now, let me explain. When you upgrade from half a Bitcoin to the 1 Bitcoin plan, you only paid a half difference. When I upgraded from the 1 to the 2, I only paid the 1 Bitcoin difference. When I upgraded from the 2 to the 4, I only paid the 2 Bitcoin difference, okay? The next day, I got a 0.2 trader bonus because I was at a higher level, meaning I made more money. And then all of a sudden, I had 25.95 binary bonus points in here, or binary points in here, times 22%. I made 5.709 Bitcoin. And you can see right here, I was paid an additional 5.909 Bitcoin plus the 1.84. Okay, let me just add these up so we actually keep track of this so you guys can understand. I want you to know the running totals. 5.909 plus 1.84. So by here I was at 7.749 Bitcoin so far. That's what I've been paid. Then I upgraded to the 8 Bitcoin plan, which is the maximum plan you can actually go in. Okay, and when that happens, you know, again, I paid 4 Bitcoin difference, okay, to get there. Now, you can see right here, my next day got a trader bonus of 0.4, and then I got 22.25 volume actually in binary points, 25%. That paid me another 5.562 Bitcoin. So my total for the day, okay, let me add this in there, was 5.9625. That brings me up to 13.7115 Bitcoin so far. Okay, now this one right here, the next day, because remember, they promised to double your Bitcoins in up to 50 days. Okay, so I did it. I doubled my Bitcoins, guys, on my 3rd day. And because I doubled my Bitcoin, here's what happened. They, you notice 33.7 times 25% is a heck of a lot more than 1.888. So what happened was what was left over is actually setting right here. It's ready for me to get paid. But because they only allow you to double your Bitcoins, that's maximum is double your Bitcoins, I had to renew or reactivate my plan, which I did right here the following morning. But then that night, before I actually did that, when my plan was totaled up and completely done, they paid me 2.2885 in Bitcoin for a total of well, that's great, 16 Bitcoin. So here's the deal, 16 times 28, 51.30, that's $45,620 in 3 days, guys. 3 days at today's current value of Bitcoin. Okay, it has been crazy. It has been absolutely phenomenal how simple this has been. But now let me come back. I want to give you guys a personal disclaimer, because here's the thing. Darren and I, we already talked about this. Even though they've showed us, some proof in their bank account or their Bitcoin wallet, guys, they've showed us some great information. I'm still a skeptic. Just maybe it's just because I'm a show me state kid. I don't know. Maybe it's just how I was, brought up. I don't believe money grows on trees. I want you to understand that, to me, this program is high risk. But I think even though it's high risk, it's worth the reality. It's worth the effort, guys. It's worth the risk, because there's a huge reward if you do it right and you follow what we're going to teach you to do. Because here's the thing. I don't want you guys to go out and toss money into this that you can't afford to lose. I want you to know that right now. Okay, but I do want you to go in and take a chance on this, because if you do, here's what I can promise you. If you follow exactly what I'm going to teach you to do, we're going to teach you to put your money in. We're going to teach you to turn a profit, take out your investment, and play only with the profit. Do you have no risk? There's no more risk for you. So if you follow that system, I promise you, you're going to be a happy camper. Okay, we're all going to make some money, and you're going to have very, very little risk at that point, because you already have your actual investment out. Okay, and today we'll actually be teaching you exactly how to do this step by step, so you guys know exactly how that works. Okay, so let's come back and let's talk about, because you've seen, let me just clarify real quick, guys. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen. I want to come back and show you. Okay, you've seen iCoin Pro, you've seen CryptTrade, you've seen JetCoin, Okay, but let me tell you up front, that's not all I do. Okay, and the reason I make so much money is because of this little thing that I use called a bucket system strategy. So let me walk you through this to help you guys understand. Okay, so let's say if you just go back in time, let's talk about the irrigation system in the old days. You know, they would take water, it would fall down into one big bucket, and then it would flow out of the top of that bucket, and it would go into other buckets around the area, and then it would flow out of those buckets over the top of the buckets, and it would irrigate different little areas that they basically put like little trails. Well, how I work my system and how I work for myself is kind of similar. I pour everything into one bucket, okay? I focus on that bucket. Right now, my bucket happens to be JetCoin. So I'm pouring into that. And as it spills over, guys, okay, you're actually going to see it. Let me open this up, Darren, because I think I actually have a different page in here. Let me go back over to this one real quick, because I have a better presentation for this, guys, and I want to get it to you. Hold up one second. Oh, let's see. What do we do with that? Boy, don't you love it when you can't find what you're actually looking for? Do you remember where we did this at, Darren, the other day when I had it? Let me see here. Hold up a second. Hold up a second, guys. I just want to get you the right one here. Driving me nuts now. Hey, Darren, come out and talk real quick, real fast, while I find this, because I want to show them this so they can actually see it all.
Sounds good. Now, guys, what I'm going to share with you here while I was looking for that file is that, you know, the industry that we're really in, truthfully, is a personal development and leadership business model. And if you really follow our lead on this, it will not only help you make money here, but if you're in a network marketing company or you're in affiliate marketing, you will 10x your income over in your other income streams by learning what it is that we teach. So this isn't about, you know, get in now and lock your spot, right? Which you hear a lot of people talking about. That's not what this is about, okay? We actually teach and train you the exact formulas that we personally use, okay? That includes what we do on Facebook, what we put out for copy, what we do for our email strategies, what we do for our traffic, our own traffic sources, access to our designers, our copywriters, the things that we actually use as seven-figure income earners ourselves to help you to build your business. So it's kind of like piggybacking off of a seven-figure income earner. It's kind of like looking over the shoulder of a seven-figure income earner to see exactly what they do, exactly what they say, step by step, so that you can get the same results that we do. Now, I did a live broadcast today, guys. I'm talking live, okay? And what I wanted to do is I wanted to show people the power of learning these strategies and how to take somebody who's a lead or a prospect and turning that into cash flow. And there's a straight line along the way, right? You might have seen that in the movie Wall Street about talking about the straight line sales method. You've got an objective of where you're going to take the person to, and you ask certain questions all the way along the way that take to the goalpost, okay? Now, I was doing this live with about 10 people watching me, and somebody had heard about things or they'd seen one of my videos online and they said, hey, you know, I'm interested kind of in what you're doing. Can you tell me more? And the salesperson would go right into pitching them. Okay, well, we're doing this and this is the comp plan. This is how it works and blah, blah, blah. And you should get in now. You should lock your spot, right? We don't do that. Okay, so we went all the way through and I explained the psychology, the human psychology behind the entire process going all the way to the finish line. And it took me less than 6 minutes. 6 minutes, guys. 6 minutes to make $1,000 in 6, and they were watching me. And I went from the person sending me the message and sending my first connection all the way through the entire process that we teach, and 6 minutes later, I made $1,000 commission. Now keep in mind, we do multiple income streams. So once you learn these skills, they can apply to any type of business, any type of MLM, affiliate product, software, right? Whatever it is that you're marketing, even offline businesses, even relationships, to help you take your whole life to a completely different level. So I want for you guys to really understand this is not here to just pitch you on something. We really truly want to give you value, and we want to show you exactly what we do, how we do it, and how we can get to these type of numbers. So back over to you, Ari.
Okay, so let me show you guys actually the screen and come back over here real quick. All right, so here's what I was basically wanting to show you guys. Let me get down to this slide because this is the right one. Okay, so let me explain again. So this is how it works. You pour in here, it spills over into this bucket, then this bucket will spill over here to here. This bucket will spill over here to here. What's this mean? Okay, so when you guys actually look at this, this looks like a foreign object. You have no idea what it is. But in our world, what we do is we teach you guys, you're in the lead generation business, guys. That's what you're doing. You're generating leads. So we teach you how to generate leads by pouring as many leads as you possibly can into one bucket. Okay, and they either attach to that bucket and then get started, or they end up on your email list. Either A or B, entirely okay. You don't care which result, but you want one of the two. They either join or they just join your email list. One of the two, you got them, okay? And the moment that if they join in this fast-paced deal like JetCoin right now, they generate a lot of money, then guess what the next step is to do? We teach them how to actually use some of those profits to create revenue stream in, number two, okay? And then the same thing, we get them earning in that one, we create them how to, create revenue stream number three, until, like most millionaires, they got 7 or 8 income streams. Now, in reality, so you guys understand, that's the way it should be done. If you want to make millions, you work like a millionaire. You have 7 or 8 income streams. So we teach you the method and how to do that. Now, let's say they don't sign up in your number one opportunity today. They end up on your email list. What's the next step? You let the autoresponder series finish, and then you send a broadcast email and drive them to the next bucket over here, okay? And if they join in that one, the same process happens where they spill over. If they don't, you email them to this process over here, the same thing could happen. If that doesn't work, you start mailing them to the last ditch buckets. So it's a process. Once your lead has actually went and dripped to, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 buckets, guess what happens? You delete that lead from your email list. They're not any good, guys. Okay, you've already shown them 7 opportunities. If they haven't done anything then, they're not doing anything. That's just the reality, okay? How it applies again to our business. We teach you how to generate leads through Facebook, YouTube, paid ads, solo ads. The lead comes into your main sales funnel. When the campaign ends, that email is emailed to the secondary sales funnel, A or B on the left or right. And the reality of why we do this, guys, is because not every opportunity is a perfect match for every single person. Okay, not every single person on your email list is going to like the same thing. That's very important that you understand that. And you know that doesn't mean just because somebody doesn't join an opportunity doesn't mean the lead is bad. It just means that you haven't shown them something that appeals to them. Just common nature, guys. I mean, look, if you went to a car dealership and you said, hey, I want to buy a Mercedes-Benz, and in your mind you were thinking, I want only silver or black, and it came out and showed you this bright.
Are you still there, bro? All right. Okay, so Ari must have lost off his internet connection here. So I'm sure he'll be back in a second. Let me just send him a quick message here. Let's hold on a sec, guys. Stay tuned. Hold on a sec. We'll send him a quick message here. Ari, what's going on? Okay, guys. So, we got a great group of people here tonight, and the thing to really understand here about this type of industry, guys, if you want to really become a top income earner, okay, if you want to see yourself rise to the top of the leaderboard. So when Ari and I rolled out iCoin Pro just 2 weeks ago, we implement these strategies and then we teach them to you so that you can see yourself riding up to the top of the leaderboards too. So Ari went up to, I think, number 2. Then he took the number 1 position, which he's currently holding right now. And I started bringing up, the tail end of it. And I ended up, I think right now I'm at number 7, right? So there's a specific formula that we use between your Facebook page, a group that typically focuses on personal development, your fan page where you can boost a post and pay for further, distribution of your message. And then we use Facebook Live, we use Google Hangouts, we use team training, right? Our Super Sunday coming up this particular Sunday. And then we also have like private chats, right? As people come on, we put them into a private chat on social media, but those become broadcast networks that you've got access to anytime you've got an update, a news, a video, a special post. You form these broadcast networks so that you get your message just going boom, boom, instantly, like that, okay? So once you learn this, combined with how to become the attractor factor, so you get incoming inquiries. So you've got your Facebook wall that's going to do a certain thing. You've got your personal development group that's going to do a certain thing. You've got your fan page that's going to do a certain thing. And then you've got your actual chat groups, right? And then your value. It's a very, very easy formula, guys. Once you wrap your head around and you go, okay, well, that makes sense. And now you've got both your friends list and the real important part is how good is your content to get followers, okay? So just on my private Facebook page, as an example, I've got about almost 19,000 followers from just the content that I put out on my wall. And it's typically motivational, inspirational, it edifies other people's success stories and personal breakthrough, personal transformation. But then you got to sprinkle it up a bit, kind of like a reality TV show. And once you learn this, we break it down, all the content that we put out, how we do it, and the strategy behind that. And it allows you to actually create incoming inquiries. We don't forget about harassing your friends and family here, guys. We don't teach any of that stuff. We show you actually how to become the attractor factor in marketing. So I think we got Ari back. Ari, you want to take it away?
Yeah, where'd you lose me at?
You were just talking about the how the bucket system's going to work, and once somebody's there, they're going to come off your list after they've gone through all the buckets.
Okay, so again, guys, you're pouring traffic into this, you're generating leads, and whenever it comes into this bucket, it's spilling over into bucket A or bucket B. Okay, and then from here it goes to C, D, E, and F. Okay, now just to give you guys a breakdown, this is how it applies to our business. Okay, what Darren and I are great at is lead generation. That's what we're great at. That's why we win online every single time. We teach you how to generate leads through Facebook using a free method, also through Facebook ads, through YouTube, through paid ads, and solo ads. Now, when the lead comes into your main sales funnel, that's your big bucket, okay? Now, 2 things were going to happen. Your person's either going to join or they're going to end up on your email list. Either one of those is fine. You win either way, okay? Here's why. When they join, then your goal is to help that person start generating some income. Once they generate some profits, we teach you how to take a portion of that profit, put it into bucket B, and get that lit up and start making some money, and then add bucket C and get that lit up and making some money. So it's a process, because here's the goal, guys. Let me come back up here again. if you notice, there's 7 buckets on this page. The reason I put 7 buckets is because the average millionaire has 7 to 8 income streams. And we're trying to teach you how to make $1 million. I'm not trying to teach you how to be average. I want you to understand that right now. I am not trying to teach you how to be average. I'm trying to teach you how to make money the same way that I make money, okay? So here's the reality. Okay, if they don't join up, that's when this third little line kicks in. When the campaign ends and that lead is on your email list, what you're going to do is do a broadcast email and send them to the secondary sales funnel, either on the A side or the B side. Either one of those is fine. And then you can swap, okay? So you might have coming off of one campaign might go to A, having off another campaign might go to B, okay? And so you're swapping. You got everything working all the time. Now, the reason I do this, guys, because let's face it, everyone likes something different. Not every single person on your email list is not going to like the same thing. If you think that's true, I got news for you. Here's an analogy I want you to imagine, okay? Everybody that's on this call probably loves Mercedes as a car or loves BMW as a car. But if you have in your mind that you want to buy a silver or a black BMW 7 Series, that's what you want. So if you go to the dealership and they don't have it and they try to cram down your throat a bright orange or bright yellow 7 Series BMW, what are you going to say? No, thank you. Okay? The same thing happens in this space. People want to make money from home. They're looking for a viable opportunity. So if you show them something that doesn't fit with them, it's not the perfect opportunity or not something they believe in, they're going to say no. That doesn't mean that they're not interested. It means they're not interested in that. That's where most people in this business fail, and they don't understand how it works. So here's what we do. When you start rotating people through these buckets, sending them to different offers, your results, I'm going to tell you, are going to surprise you, okay? People that have never responded before, they'll reply or they'll take action and just sign up. They'll open and read more of your emails, which is good because you're starting to build a relationship with people, and that's important for longevity in this business. Okay, sooner or later, they will join you in one of your other programs. If they don't, that person is a tire kicker or a window shopper. Delete them from your list. If you run them through 7 buckets, they haven't done anything, they're not going to do anything. Get them off your list, okay? How this benefits you by running through a bucket system. Number one, it saves you additional effort and marketing expenses on lead generation, guys, okay? You're using the same lead over and over again, okay? Now, remember, somebody looking to buy something is actually looking to buy something, and somebody that's buying is a buyer. And I got news for you. A buyer is always a buyer is always a buyer. It just works like that. You'll see people in this market space. I used to watch it. Somebody would come join me in something. I'd be spending hours and hours of training them, and all of a sudden they go off in limbo land and they go join somebody else in a different program. And I'd be like, hey, what are you doing over there? And then I'd have a conversation with them. They say, well, I like this too. You can't control what people like. So you have to understand, by having variable options, you can kind of be doing menu selling, if that makes sense, guys. You can offer different options to different people. That's why I do what I do the way I do it, okay? Your goal is just to keep emailing people, keep following up until you find the right bucket for your prospect while you guys are actually building a relationship, okay? That's the most important part of this, guys. Let me come down and say this. The most important part is building relationship. If you take good care of your people, you spend a lot of time with them, what we call, Darren and I refer to as touches, okay? These people are going to become loyal to you. They're going to spend time with you, okay? And that's where you need to be focused on, is building a relationship, because this, I got news for you, is a relationship business, okay? We don't just take people, sign them up in a program, and leave them over in limbo land. We don't do that. In fact, we hate people that do that. You can do it on our team. We pick up your person, we teach and train them, and we get rid of you. We don't want you on our team. The reason being is it's a cycle, guys, that's bad for this business. We try to do business the best way possible, and that's by helping every single person out there, okay? So here's your guys' goal today, okay? Somebody is giving you a link, okay? So I'm going to open up this page, and I'm going to mute it. So if you're on this page right here, I'm going to show you 2 different ones. And we're going to talk about what your goal is right now, so you guys understand how all of this works, okay? If you're on this video or on this page, whoops. Okay, so here we go, guys. If you guys are on this page right now, you got this video right here playing. You got a get started button. If you click that button, here's what's going to happen. It's actually going to take you to this home page. So you're either on that page or this page, either way. okay? Or you're watching on YouTube and there's a link underneath it. All you guys got to do at this stage is click on register. Okay, you want to fill out this very, very, very small form. Put your first name, your last name, your email address again, your username, your password twice, hit the box and click submit on the left side. Not log in, click submit. If you're already a previous member or a member, you can click on login and take you a different screen. Click on submit. And then it will bring you into the back office, guys. Now, once it brings you into the back office, okay, at that point in time, what you guys are going to basically need to do is you're going to actually see a screen that's going to pop up. It's going to give you some packages, okay? Now, I'm going to open up another document. I want to show you guys a couple things because we've had a very exciting week, but we've also learned a couple things. And so I want to show you a couple things that can actually make a very big difference on how quick you get paid or if you get paid today or next week. So pay attention to this because this is the most important part, okay? Most important part. So here's the deal. This is their comp plan. I'm going to spread this out great big so you guys can actually see it, okay? And then I'll zoom in on it in just a second. So you actually can join at one of 8 different packages, guys, okay? At JC1, JC2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, okay? So let's talk about what these are, and let me actually zoom in real quick so I can actually show you this. And I'm going to scroll down. So, okay, first off, let me tell you, obviously you make more money when you join all the way up here. Okay, the closer you get to that, you make more money. Okay, so ideally, this is really where you want to start, JC5. And I'm going to tell you why and show you why in just a minute. Okay, so let's go down here and let's look at this. But on all packages except JC1, you will double your Bitcoin investment in 40 to 50 days or less. And right now, we're actually averaging about 20 days to 25 days if you pay attention to what we're doing. And I'll show you why and how that works. So somebody joins at JC1, they're doing it just to lock in their spot. That costs 0.05 Bitcoin. Okay, they don't make any daily income because they do not double their Bitcoins. But if they go out and they sign up one person on the left and one person on the right, then they make 9% on the weak leg. Okay, 9%. So in other words, if they had 1 Bitcoin on their weak leg, they'd make 9% of 1 Bitcoin. That'd be paid to them for the day, which is a few $100s. I mean, that's a good amount of money, guys. So that's not bad. Okay, now here's what happens if you get somebody at a JC2, they come in at 0.10. Now they make 4%, okay, 4% on their daily payment. So what's that mean? That means it takes you roughly 25 days to double your Bitcoin if you do this package. Okay, you also have a delay in receiving your payment. So what, let me just cover this real quick. So people ask me all the time about this, so I want to make sure you guys this is all perfectly clear. So when this timer runs out, okay, if you're at 1 Bitcoin or higher, this is going to hit your wallet instantaneously. Right now, that money is going in your wallet within 5 minutes. It'll be there, I guarantee you. Okay, now, if you're not at 1 Bitcoin, okay, because you notice 1 Bitcoin is right here on JC5, anything less on JC2, you got to wait 8 days. But at 8 days, you get that payment, and then every day from then on, it's got an 8-day delay, but you're still getting paid every day after that 8 days passes. Okay, now on JC3, it costs 0.30 Bitcoin. You make 4% on your money. You have a 3-day delay. 0.50, 4%, you got a 2-day delay. And again, at 1, you're going to get a 4%, and you got a one day delay, or 1 day, actually, it's the same day. You make 18% override on the binary, guys, by the way. You have 9, 10, 11, 12, and then all the way to 18 when you jump up here. And if you join at 2 Bitcoin, 4%, 1, 20% override. Okay, 4 Bitcoins, 5% override, 1 day to get paid, which is the same day, 22%. If you join at 8, you get a 5%. You got same day payment, 25%. Now, guys, let me just tell you up front. Right now, we're smoking. Okay, we are building massively, massively. I haven't had a single person say, all right, I didn't get any spillover. Everybody is getting spillover. They're going crazy because we've been putting people into this. So these little numbers right here in this column, probably not even going to worry about them, because here's the reality. If you're joining at 1 Bitcoin or higher, you're literally going to double your Bitcoins very quickly, like in 5 or 6 days. Okay, 5 or 6 days. Okay, this one would be actually 6. This one would be 5. This would be less than 5. This one would be 4 days. 4 days you double your Bitcoin. Okay, guaranteed. Now, here's the reality. It could be even less than that. Let me show you what I mean by that. So you have a max in your contract. So if you're at 8 Bitcoin, the most you can actually earn is double your Bitcoin or 16 Bitcoin. Well, here's the deal, guys. If you look at this screen, I might very well double my Bitcoin today because I already had 6 in here waiting, okay? And 10 is my goal. So at 25%, I've only got 5 right there. But, I know I'm going to get close to this. It's going to happen, guys, because our team is growing. And so here's what you have to look at. When you start looking at our downlines, we go on for pages and pages and pages, and that's just one side of them. In fact, I'm so close to maxing out one of my spots. You're going to laugh when I show you this. I should have did it in the very beginning. I should have bought 3 spots, but we were so close. I'm so close to maxing it out. I went all the way down here. I'm way down here, guys. Way down here. You're going to see me in a minute. I bought 3 more positions. Okay, so somebody down here is going to be happy because I'm actually starting to work these legs right now. Okay, I am way down the line, as you guys can tell. I think I'm coming up. Let's see, where am I now? Ooh, I'm down here, guys. But I obviously believe in this, and I believe my own skill set, or I wouldn't have joined at the bottom of something I was already at the top of. Okay, that says a lot about what my belief factor is in this, because I went and bought 3 more positions to make sure I had everything set up. And we've got some big people in here, guys, that have joined us now. And I can tell you right now, there are, there's just a lot of income coming from this. There's a lot of it. So let's see, man. Got to be getting close now. Got to be getting close. Okay, so there's Michelle. So I know I'm getting close now. Let's see. I think I might be next screen, maybe. No, wow. I'm way down here, guys. But you look at this. I really, truly believe in it. If I did, there I am right there. This is me. I joined at a 1 Bitcoin package on this one right here. So when I click on myself, here's what's happening already down in here. Okay, so somebody on the right side over there, they're getting monster blown out right now because I just started this yesterday. Okay, I just started it yesterday. What's that mean? It means I'm going to get paid more money on this spot. Okay, it'd have been smarter for me to do it all the way at the very top, guys, because here's the reality. I would have had, this was me, everybody else would have been down here, and guess what? That person, my second position, would still had 143 Bitcoin underneath it. I'd only had to work the left side. If I'd done it right here, I'd still have 106 Bitcoin on this leg. That'd have been the ideal part, is to do a tri-pack. But I'm not upset that I did it, because guess what? We did this to get in, get our feet wet, guys, and to prove that it works. And we know now that it works without a shadow of a doubt. We know it works, okay? People are getting paid on our team. We don't have anybody complaining. Saying that, I want to say this. To me, this is still high risk, okay? So again, I'm going to say to you, if you get in this, just get into it knowing that it's high risk. You need to work your butt off. Get your money out, play with the profit, okay? Don't say I didn't say it was high risk, because I got this video, I got the last video, I've said it in every single message. It's high risk. Play with what you can afford to lose. If you're a gambler and you go to the casino, stop worrying about this. This is way more better than the casino. You're more likely to win here than you'd ever win in the casino, guaranteed. At the same side of it, guys, once they give us the actual proof that they promised us, I'm going to give this a thumbs up, and we're going to green light it. We're going to work the snot out of this like you've never seen before, because the income potential here is, this program alone could make me $1 million this year. In fact, it could make me $1 million in 60 days. I've never seen anything pay like this, okay? The average person can actually make money here. I want to tell you that now. The average person can make money here just by putting their money in and going to get 2 people. Teach everybody to get 2 people, and you'll be paid, guys. That's how simple it is. So click on the button either below this video, the link above this video, get signed up, get started, and then go over, guys. And here's a really big thing that I got to tell you. So let me show you. So you guys know, we actually got 2 groups you got to join, okay? I want you to go join this group right here, JetCoin Millionaires, okay? This group right here. Well, let's see. Why am I not searching? Let me see what's happening with my internet, man. It's killing me over here. Okay, so let me come over to this JetCoin Millionaires again. Come on, thing. Boy, never seen a page not want to let me move. So here's the deal, guys. Come over to this page right here and join this group, okay? And the reason I tell you this, because I'm going to come into this group in about 30 minutes after we get done, and I'm going to post a link right here for everybody to hop on and do training. I'm also going to post it in our Crypto Kingdom group, okay? So you guys can actually see all of the training and go through everything that we're going to show you exactly how to generate the leads, We're going to show you everything that it takes, guys, to be successful in not only this program, but every program you're doing online. You got anything else you want to add, Darren? You're good?
We're good. We just got one possible question here. I'm just waiting for John Bremen. John, if you got the question, please type it into the chat there so we can answer it. We're live right now, so if you got the question, please ask it now. John, please ask the question in the chat. Okay, John's gone stealth. So, okay, so guys, what I want to just share with you here is this, is that, you know, our goal really is to teach and train you on how to become a professional marketer, a professional networker, so that you can gain these skills and be able to make money, not just in one income stream, but in multiple income streams, okay? That you can start in a business and see yourself in the top 10 in the leaderboards like that in record time. So, and you know what? I want to show you guys this so that you can actually see this, okay? To get an idea of what we're talking about. I'm going to show you when I started. You can see here Monday, 5:33 p.m. Okay, that's when I started. Now, you look at the timestamps. 5:33, 5:57, 6:05, 6:32, 6:34, 8:45, 10:26, 10:32, 10:39, 10:49, 11:18. They come in steadily, guys. Once you learn how to do these strategies, literally, like, you know, you could be out having dinner. Okay, so let's say that I went out for the day here at 9 o'clock in the morning on Tuesday. 9:51, 9:51, 10:54, 11:59, 1:51, 2 o'clock, 2:31, 4:09. These are all automated autopilot signups that are coming in based upon the Facebook strategies that we were talking about, putting out value-based content, and then building a list of qualified prospects, and then emailing an offer to the list. Okay, it's still going, guys. Look at this. It's going and going and going and going, okay? Here's today, 12:46 a.m., 4:26, 4:47, 5:11, 5:32, 6:44, 7:12, 7:48. They still keep on coming in. Okay, so right now, this is live. Look at this. This is at 8:11, right? Which is pretty much right now, right? So, you know, these strategies work. We really want to help you learn these skills so that you can transfer them into anything, okay? And once you learn skills, nobody can ever take those away from you, okay? Once you increase your skill level, you increase your bank account. It's fact, okay? If you want to be able to earn more, you got to be able to learn more. That's really true, okay? So when you start in a business, you can't think that money's just going to start raining from the sky unless you learn new skills, right? You don't get a job promotion unless you offer more value to the corporation. Think about it. Think about the situation that you might be in at your 9-to-5 job. You don't get more responsibility in a company unless they feel you're qualified to be able to take on the responsibility, and that requires new skills. Sometimes you have to go through another level of training or something so that you can advance into that higher position. This is very, very the same in our industry. So what I would encourage you to do is this. If you're a person that really wants to change your life, you're in a state of transition right now, you've reached a breaking point, you might be working 2 jobs, 3 jobs, maybe you're with an MLM or a network marketing company and you don't have proper millionaire mentorship, right? We have students right now as young as 17 years old that made $35,000 in their first month in business, okay? True story, guys. Robbie Godsell, 17 years old, 35 grand month one. In his first 6 weeks, he made over $50,000 in millionaire mentoring. Now, how the heck is that possible? And I will add this to that. He didn't spend a penny on paid marketing. That was all profit, okay? Now that was in another income stream that we're in with Black Ops called Exodus Elite, right? So we really go to the end of the earth for our people. We do a lot of private coaching with groups, small groups. Some of the groups, you know, might be 10 people. The Sunday training that we did, there was 53 people on that. We've gone up as high as about 250 people, and it's actually live and interactive. It's not just us doing a broadcast like this. So you're actually on with us, and we do a little bit, and then we go out to the crowd and we say, you know, who's got questions, or is there something there that you don't understand? What do you need to have repeated? And then we get the opportunity to actually communicate and interact with you. That's really our business, guys. It's really a relationship, value-based leadership business model. And if you take that stance and you learn the skills now, this will be with you in every single business opportunity that you ever do. So I highly encourage you. We've never actually offered something like this before, where we're going to do these Super Saturday trainings like this. That's $3,000 in value that we give away to you for being part of our team, okay? It's a real deal. People really do pay us that money. So if you go to my website and you go to mentoring and coaching and you click on it, you'll see that it's $1,000 an hour, guys. That's really true. Or 10 grand for 3 months. Or people will pay $40,000 for 1 full year of millionaire mentoring. That's real, okay? That is the real deal. So this is an exciting time right now. We're in our window, okay? We're in our window that we're waiting for those stats to come back, the logs, the trading logs. But you know, it's kind of like, you know, back in the days of public companies and whatnot, when you're buying stock at 10 cents per share, and then they're predicting that it might come out at $1, right? Well, what if it doesn't? There's stuff like that that happens. I've been in situations where I've started on one path with the company and I've raised money and then the market's shifted. You don't have any control over that. And then all of a sudden, boom, you got to switch and go into a different direction. So we've done everything that we can do as leaders to do due diligence, to do calls, to sign non-disclosure documents, but that's all we can do. Right now, the company has to perform on their end, but it's not going to stop us from assembling our team to get ready, because when that boom happens and they give us confirmation, bam, there will be lives changed in a dramatic way when that happens. So I would encourage you to do this. Throw your hat over the wall. All the people that click that link below and become active members, you will get access to a $3,000 Super Saturday bonus just by getting involved and becoming a paid member. And that is real value, guys. We don't make that up. We don't just throw out some number there to try to coerce you to join us or anything like that. We want to give you so much value working with us, right, that you go, holy cow, I can't even believe that I got all of that for this entry price to get into this program, okay? That's the secret. That's really the true secret if you want to become a 7-figure income earner, is whatever the entry price is, your value better dwarf the value of the entry price. So guys, I'm excited for you. Ari's going to be posting a link in the groups. You want to plug in, I think in, what's the time, Ari? We're going to do that in half an hour?
11:45, man. 11:45 sharp, guys. Be ready to roll. 11:45 right back here. That's 11:45 p.m. Eastern. Okay, that's 8:45 Darren's time, Pacific.
Awesome. So guys, click the link below, throw your hat over the wall, take action. We've got massive momentum happening right now. Massive spillover is going on. We're excited for you. We're fired up. Throw your hat over the wall. We'll see you in 45 minutes, and we look forward to seeing you on the other side. Have a great night.
Thanks, guys.